What does trademark infringement look like? Today, I have a case study and I'm going to go over that in the next 4 minutes. I'm Angela Langlotz, trademark and copyright attorney, and I go live here on weekdays to talk about trademark and copyright law. And today, I have a case study, and I love case studies because it allows me to show you exactly what I'm talking about when I say, hey, this is trademark infringement. So people ask me, where do I get my video ideas? Well, they're everywhere. And I forgot where I got this one. I think I ran across it. Maybe somebody took a photo and sent it to me. People are always sending me stuff. So frequently I get ideas when I'm out and about. I'm in Costco and I see something and I do a video about it. But this time I think somebody sent me this. So let's talk about a particular kind of trademark infringement called trade dress infringement. Trade dress infringement happens when an infringer takes some distinctive aspect of the way that another company's goods or services are presented to consumers in the marketplace, and they copy it in an attempt to play off of or take advantage of the goodwill that the other company, we'll call them the trademark holder, the senior user, has built up over the years. So this usually happens with quite famous marks, because unless your mark is famous, you're not going to have that goodwill built up that other people are going to want to copy. But this is sort of a classic case of trademark infringement. Now, this trade dress infringement can happen with goods, and it can also happen with services. Somebody, for example, could copy the look and feel of the interior of your restaurant decor. Or they can copy your packaging in an attempt to induce the consumer to think that your goods are their goods or are somehow associated with their goods. So let's have a look at this one. Like I said, this is a classic case of trademark infringement. Here on the left, we have got Jack Daniels whiskey, and this is a very, very famous and venerable brand. It's been around for probably close to 100 years. I'm not a whiskey drinker. I prefer scotch. So I don't know much about Jack Daniels, but I'm sure there are people who can fill me in. But if you look at the way that they have presented their goods, they're in this distinctively shaped bottle with these shoulders right here, okay? And I'm pointing. It's got this pretty long neck, and the capsule's a certain dark color, and they've got this kind of distinctive shoulder and this squared off bottle, so that the shape is quite distinctive. And then they've also got this label with the sort of old-timey framing around the lettering. They've got this oval in the middle, and then the name prominently featured across the top in kind of old-timey lettering, and then some script underneath and the word whiskey, okay? So that's their distinctive way of presenting their packaging. And now look here at this naughty infringer. I can't believe these people. They are obviously attempting to confuse consumers who are running into the store and grabbing the bottle off the shelf that this whiskey is somehow, associated with Jack Daniels. Look at the similarities. We've got a dark capsule at the top. Now you can't see the entire neck of the bottle, but it looks like kind of a long-necked bottle. This distinctive kind of squared, a little bit sloping shoulder, and then the label. Please, people, look at the label. The label has the same kind of framing that you see over here in the Jack Daniels with this kind of scroll-looking thing. I mean, look, it's almost exactly identical. If you glanced at it, you would think it was the same. And then they're using the name. These are Chinese, okay? I don't mean to bash the Chinese. This just happens to be an example of Chinese infringement, and the Chinese are famous for infringing American brands. They're using this term Jack Daniels, okay? With the prominent J and the prominent D that echoes the placement of the prominent J and the prominent D, and even uses the same type of lettering. Now, yes, they've got this picture of an old-timey guy here instead of the old number 7, but it's the same type of oval, right? So it's the oval with kind of these scrolls on top. Here we've got some scrolls on top, and we've got this winged thingy underneath. Here, again, winged thingy underneath. The script, it doesn't say Tennessee because it's not from Tennessee, so they can't say that without getting in trouble. But it says special, and it's in this fancy script. Here we have the word Tennessee in a fancy script, and then the word whiskey underneath, the name whiskey underneath. So they are very obviously trying to play on the goodwill that Jack Daniels has built up over the years. In addition to trade dress infringement, this is also trademark infringement because the name that they're putting on their whiskey is confusingly similar to Jack Daniels, which they own the word trademark on. So all kinds of trademark infringement going on here. The traditional kind where they steal your brand name and use that on their goods, and it's confusingly similar. And then we also have this trade dress infringement. So the moral is there are lots of different ways to infringe someone's trademark. One is using their name, and one is using their packaging or trade dress that in a way that confuses the consumer into thinking that your goods come from another source or another company. I'm Angela Langlotz. I go live here on weekdays to talk trademarks and copyrights. You can find me online at TrademarkDoctor.net. You can also find me on Facebook and message me there with any trademark questions. That is facebook.com/trademarkdoctor. Go search YouTube. I have a huge library of videos there. It's Trademark Doctor is the channel name, not surprisingly. And if you just go search Trademark Doctor, you will find me there.